Hey everyone, today is April 2nd, which means that, as I'm sure most of you know, today is Autism Acceptance Day. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, wait a minute, like, do you mean Autism Awareness Day? Well, actually the truth is, most people call it that, but personally, it should be called Autism Acceptance Day as opposed to Autism Awareness Day. And there's a reason why. I mean, for one thing, everyone likes to refer to it as Autism Awareness Day, but what exactly does awareness mean? I mean, for one thing, when people think of autism, they usually think of something that needs to be cured, or something that needs to be eradicated, or that it's a tragedy, which is ridiculous in my opinion. Like, it shouldn't be perceived that way because that's not what it is. You know, autism is not what people think it is, and therefore it shouldn't be referred to as a tragedy. It shouldn't be referred to as a disease. Like, it's the exact reason why I don't support the use of the puzzle piece symbol for autism, because it represents autism awareness and not acceptance. If you want to support autism acceptance, then I would suggest the rainbow infinity symbol instead, as wearing that as opposed to the puzzle piece symbol. You know, the puzzle piece symbol represents autism as some mystery, or like it's something that needs to be solved, or it's something that needs to be cured. And that's not true. I mean, the only reason people think that autism is a tragedy that needs to be cured is because that is exactly what hate groups like Autism Speaks are responsible for promoting. That idea that, like, autism is going to spread faster than, you know, like pediatric cancer, AIDS, or diabetes combined. Like, really? Cancer? AIDS? Like, those are diseases that kill people. Autism is not a disease. Autism doesn't kill people. Like, we need acceptance and neurodiversity as opposed to this whole awareness for a cure nonsense. And also, that statement in itself, the term awareness for a cure, is actually kind of an oxymoron because, you know, you can't cure autism. Like, there's no cure for autism, and there never will be a cure for autism. That's not how autism works. So I just wanted to say that, you know, if you are autistic and you are new to the autism community, then first of all, welcome. I'm glad you're here because we're all here for you. And second of all, you're not alone. Like, there's many autistic people who have just been diagnosed and feel as though they're trying to be forcibly normalized or portrayed as a tragedy, and that's not true. You're not a tragedy. You're not someone that needs to be cured, and you don't need to be forcibly normalized, as most people will say. Because first of all, one thing, being different is not the same thing as being abnormal. You know, like, and secondly, there's no such thing as normal anyway. Like, who said there had to be a norm? Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, this whole idea that autistic children are suffering from their autism is BS. Like, I don't suffer from my autism. I'm not an autism sufferer. I'm just autistic. And as you may notice, I purposely use the term autistic person as opposed to person with autism, and for good reason. I know most of you are probably thinking that, oh, it's person first, or oh, the person comes before the autism. But see, the problem with person first language is that it perpetuates this idea that autism is separate from me, and that it's something that I have or carry, like it's an extra appendage or disease, and that's not true. That's not what autism is. And like I said already, I don't want to be cured of it, and frankly, I don't see it as something that's damaging or that it's going to rob me of everything, because I don't have autism. I'm autistic. That is how I perceive it. You know, autism is just a part of me. It's something that makes me, me. It's not a damaging disorder. It's not a disease. It's just a part of me, and I don't want to be cured of it. So my advice to those of you who are willing to help out autistic people and actually support autistic people, do not support Autism Speaks. Do not give money to Autism Speaks. They are a hate group. They're responsible for depicting autism as a tragedy. They see autism as a disease that needs to be cured, and that is not what autism is. You know, they're responsible for spreading this hateful message that autism will, rob parents of their children and that we need to be terrified. Like, says who? And also the other thing is that, Autism Speaks claims to represent autistic people, but they have no autistic people representing them. If you may notice on their website or anywhere in their media, not one single person who works for them is even autistic. Not one. And they claim that autism is a disease and that autism needs to be eradicated. Like, the fact that so many people who oppose Autism Speaks, the fact that most of those people are actually on the autism spectrum themselves, should already be a major red flag. The fact that an organization is being protested against by the very group of people that they claim to support should already be a red flag. So I'm just saying, don't support Autism Speaks if you actually want to help autistic people. That's all I gotta say. And another thing is that if you want to represent autism as support autistic people symbolically, I would suggest wearing the rainbow and infinity symbol instead, as opposed to the puzzle piece symbol. The puzzle piece symbol represents autism as some mystery that needs to be solved, like I said already. So the rainbow infinity symbol represents, the diversity of autism and how all of us are different on the spectrum in every single way. And so the rainbow infinity symbol, or even just the infinity symbol, is definitely promoting of autistic people. And or you could just wear red, as opposed to Autism Speaks' Light It Up Blue campaign, which sickens me when people don't even realize what they stand for. So if you want to actually help autistic people, instead of lighting up blue, you can wear the hashtag sticker or button or whatever for red instead. Now, if you've never heard of that, Red Instead was a campaign, and I think it still is an existing campaign, opposing Autism Speaks' Light It Up Blue campaign. So in opposition to that, people wear red instead, and as you can see, I'm wearing red to pretty much support the rights of autistic people and have their voices be heard, as opposed to the Light It Up Blue campaign from Autism Speaks, who believe that autistic people are voiceless and need others to speak for them. So those are my thoughts on autism and Autism Acceptance Day. And I'm sorry if I rambled on too long for this video, but I hope you all understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you all are willing to help out actual autistic people, like actually support autistic people, by taking my advice this Autism Acceptance Day. And know that if you are actually autistic yourself, you are not alone. Eventually people will come to support and understand you, and that I hope that you will learn to act, and if you're neurotypical is what I meant to say. If you're neurotypical, I hope that you will learn to actually help autistic people as opposed to trying to cure them. Because like I said already, there's no such thing as an autism cure. That statement in itself is an oxymoron. The term autism cure, there's no such thing. And there never will be such a thing, because that's not how autism works. It's just a part of our brain, it's just a part of who we are, and it's something that will always be a part of us. And like I said already, I know I sound like a broken record, but if you are actually autistic yourself, then you are not alone. And I hope that you will take this message to heart and learn how to speak up for yourself in times where others think that you are voiceless. So again, sorry if I rambled on too much, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and peace. Thank you for watching.